When you say working from home, you actually think this is what it looks like. Don't be shocked when you find yourself doing exactly this. So today, guys, I'll be talking about how to work effectively from home. For about a year and 6 months, I've been working partially from home, but then for about 6 months now, I've been working fully from home. So I'll be sharing tips on how to work effectively from home, some myths that are not really true, and I'm going to debunk that. And I'll also be sharing some apps that's going to help you improve your productivity while working from home. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. This is Rural Exit with Uyime Ajufo, where we are all about being better than where we came from. In Nigeria, we are actually used to staying at home for one reason or the other. If it's not AXU strike, then it's labor strike, or it's fuel increase, or it's one thing or the other. But for one reason or the other, we just always stay home for a very long period of time. And then when we're back, it's just a rush of activities. So many things happening. School works are being rushed. And then before you know it, it's exams, office work, everybody's in a hurry, and we just have to get things rolling immediately. So not to be left out when things come back to normal, and I am sure that things will come back to normal, it's imperative that you take advantage of the time we have at home and make use of it. Worrying would not solve any problem. Number one, make sure you write your top 3 to-do list of the day. Guys, this is so effective. On a normal day, I would have suggested your top 5 to do, but because of the emotional trauma going on, there's a lot of distractions. Everybody is now a news journalist carrying different news regarding the COVID. There's so much distraction. There's the family at home right now. It's not just you. You either have your kids at home, or you have your family at home, or people is at home, not just you. So yeah, there's so much distraction. I'll cut it down to your top 3. When your tasks for the day are just 3, it makes it easy for you to achieve them. It gives you enough time to achieve them. And there's something about you being able to achieve your goals or achieve your tasks for the day. It gives you the morale to want to do it another time, yeah? You're excited that you're able to achieve the goals you wanted, so you want to do it again. So I would recommend you do your top 3 for the day every day, and let's see how it goes. Number 2, going on scheduled breaks. Yo, this is really, really important. All work and no play make Jack a... Yeah, you get it. So it's important that you go on scheduled break. You can spice it up. It could be TV breaks, lunch break, phone call breaks, news break. Especially with this time, you really want to be updated on what's going on. So number 3, time management. This is critical if you want to achieve your goals for the day. You have to make them time bound. When you set your 3 tasks for the day, you should make sure you time each one of them. You don't want to have one task taking you several hours to achieve, and then you're caught in the middle, you don't have time for breaks. It's important that you put time into everything. The tasks you want to achieve, make sure they're time-bound. Your breaks, make sure they're time-bound. And when you're timing whatever it is you want to do, make sure that it's enough. Don't make it too much, and don't make it too small. Make sure it's enough. If you know it's going to take you 1 hour to create your content, or it's going to take you 1 hour to edit a document sent to you from the office, make sure you give yourself 1 hour, 10 minutes. Because yeah, you don't want to be in a rush to finish something, and then you don't want to have too little time so you don't get discouraged. Number 4, food. I'm sure you never thought I would say this. Yeah, I'm a certified foodie, so I can tell you this. Too much food would not help you be effective, guys. I've done it all. I've eaten it all, and I know what I'm saying. Too much food will never make you effective. It's important that you watch what you're eating while you're working from home. You don't want to eat too much and you don't want to get hungry. When it comes to food, another thing you could do is, while you're on break, spice it up a little and add food to it. But you don't want to eat at every feel of being hungry, because once you're at home, you get to hear the smell of that vegetable soup. The smell of afang. How can I be at home? I have food in my freezer and I'll be hungry. You know that feeling, yeah? So when you're at home and then there's so much around, there's the temptation to want to eat at every time. Too much food gets you lazy and then you can't really think so much. You're tired already, you're overwhelmed. You just want to relax because you're full. So watch what you eat while you're home if you want to be effective. Number 5, and the last on this segment, is accountability. There's something about, holding yourself accountable for what you're going to do. It helps you to keep track of your progress. And then, it keeps you excited when you know you've done well. You could see what you've done. You can quantify your achievement. And then when you're working with a group of people, it's easier. Getting your job done is easier. I'll be sharing 4 apps that I feel can help you track your progress and can help you work with other people, and you guys can have like a collaborative work or a teamwork or whatever it is you guys want to have, but then it can help you keep track of your progress, how you're doing. Number 1 on the list is Trello. This app is super effective. It's free. I use it presently. I use it to track my progress. I use it to give myself my top 3 to-do list, and it's made in a way that once you've achieved your task, you could move it to another side, that says done or achieved. You can edit it to fit whatever form you want. Trello is a great app to use for yourself and also a super great app to use when you're working with other people. So you guys can get to see what you guys are doing. If you are colleagues and you have a group task, or you guys are in school and you have a group project, you guys could use Trello to keep track of what you guys are doing. You could share information with each other. Number 2 is very popular. It's the Google Calendar. It's also very important, guys. When you want to fix timelines or dates for events or programs or projects or online activities, because you guys are not supposed to go out. Everybody should be indoors. So fixing a day for an online event or an online activity. For example, I told myself, no matter what, on Wednesday, I'm going to shoot this video. And I put it on my Google Calendar and I got reminders that Uyime, you have to shoot your video on Wednesday. Stop feeling bad. Okay. You can also write your tasks for the day and you can share it with someone so they can know when you're available and when you're not. There's so many things you could do with that. You can read up on it more. Yeah. Number 3, Loom. This is very effective also. It allows you to record your screen and then you can share it with someone. So in the case where you're trying to put someone through on what to do, maybe someone is stuck or one of your colleagues need help on what to do, you could actually use the Loom app. Number 4 is another popular one, is Google Drive. This will help you work on tasks that are large in size. You could easily share your link with someone and the person could get this information, work on it online and share it back to you. So with this, you get to save space on your hard drive and then you can work on it, using the internet, and you could share with someone else. It's really easy to share documents on through, especially when they're large documents, yeah? So quickly, I'm going to be debunking some myth on working at home. The first one is waking up early. I hear this a lot from motivational speakers, from people. Wake up early. It's good to wake up early. I'm not even going to doubt it. I've seen the magic of what waking up early can do. It works very well. When you're working from home, especially at times like this, waking up early doesn't translate to achieving your goals at all. It doesn't. You could wake up at 10 and still achieve the tasks you have for the day. What's more important is making sure you outline your tasks and achieve them. Number 2, dressing up. I'm not saying this because I hate dressing up. But I hear people say, you know what, when you're working from home, get up, make up, dress up, look good. Yeah, it's good. But it's more important for you to be comfortable. Dress comfortable. You are home, guys. Except you have like an online meeting where you have to still look like you're at the office. Yes, I would say dress up. But if it's just to get the work done, guys, just be comfortable. That's what's more important. The third myth is getting a home office. I hear people say to work effectively from home, you have to get a home office. So I'm not saying don't get a home office. Besides, I'm shooting this video presently from my home office, which is still under construction. Yeah, work is still going on here. You don't want to see what's on the ground. So I'm presently shooting from my home office. So I'm not saying you shouldn't have a home office, but then it's not so important. I can count with my fingers how many times I've worked at my home office. Most times I find myself in my bedroom. Most times I find myself in the parlor. A lot of times I find myself in the dining. And I understand it's because of the environment, yeah? Working from your home office gives you that feeling that you're still at work, or it gives that boundary, yeah, so that family don't come interrupt and all that. But yeah, guys, even if you don't have an home office, you should be able to work anywhere. Once you've told yourself what you want to achieve that day, wherever you find yourself, whether it's in the parlor or in the dining or in the bedroom, you should get to work. So if you don't have a home office, don't even use that as an excuse as to why you shouldn't get things done, okay? Most people who have home offices don't use them. Like me, we rarely use them. We've come to the end of this video, but before I leave, I would like to share the story that my mama told me while growing up. This village that had no rain for a very long time, and everybody were worried. The villagers were worried. Their crops were not growing. Things were not working out. There was no water to cook. There was no water in the stream. The crops were not growing, and it was a really bad time for everyone in this village. So the villagers agreed to have a community prayer time where everyone would gather and go to the village square and pray for rain. They were going to have the religious leaders of all kinds in the village square who were going to lead in the prayers. Everybody agreed to a time and a venue, and they all went to this village square. But on getting there was just one boy who came with an umbrella. And people were like, why are you coming with the umbrella? Can't you see that it's really sunny? And the little boy replied, why are you not coming with an umbrella? We all agreed to come and pray for rain. Don't you believe your prayers will be heard? Why didn't you come prepared for the result of this prayer, which is rain? Right now in the world, we're going through a very trying time. And I'm very sure that everyone is praying for this to come to an end. I personally have been praying, and I cannot wait for this nightmare to come to an end. But are we acting like we are praying, or are we acting like we've lost hope? If we're acting like our prayers are going to be heard, then we should get on to work, knowing that very soon we would be called back to schools, we'll be called back to a work, and we'll be called back to a normal life. Let's pray like we're going to get the result very soon. And how do you know you're going to get a result very soon? By your actions. So take advantage of the time we have right now, knowing that very soon our prayers will be heard and we're going to get back to our lives. This is me signing out with so much love. Till I see you next time, keep being better than where you came from. Bye.